17's Jason Galvin joins us live from the Kern County Raceway Park. There's already plenty of action. You can hear it right there on the track, Jason.
Yeah, guys, you can hear them, and I'm sure you can see them behind me, too. The first practice session for the inaugural Winter Showdown is drawing to a close here at Kern County Raceway Park. It's an event only 8 months in the making, but it hopes to leave an everlasting mark on our community. You know, the lights are shining bright here at the famed El Capitan as the red carpet starts to fill with people in anticipation for the premiere of McFarland USA. Well, Jim, it was a complicated day in court for both prosecutors and the defense as they argued over the functionality of these streetlights. While Branson holds out hope for the future of Virgin Galactic and there's more questions left unanswered here on the ground, the tight-knit aerospace community in Mojave is left to cope with the horrific images of yesterday's crash. We're actually standing in the middle of what was the roadway now, and although this is Tejon Highway and it is still closed, there are some cars that are continuing to come through here. Look at this car. I wanted to show you guys the devastation that the flood this morning did to this car. You know, as long as you leave that Coyote alone and you don't approach it, you don't corner it or be aggressive towards it at all, it's not going to be aggressive back towards you. Jim, day 17 of the search for Benjamin Peter Ashley focused on a new search area northwest of the primary search zone near the small mountain community of Clareville. Now, sheriff's officials told me today they're still not sure if Ashley's even in the area. Now, Stan Green did tell me that the AQI and temperatures are low enough today that all practices would resume for Kern High School District teams. Everybody that comes to this meeting tonight will receive paperwork much like this one. This flyer here shows you what all the restrictions are. They're available in both English and Spanish. They'll jump on a luxury bus and then they will head off to Phoenix, Arizona. They'll get to participate in a bunch of Super Bowl related activities, meet NFL players, both current and retired, and celebrate the big win for the Boron Bobcats before the Super Bowl on Sunday. And remember, Sunday, February 1st, right here live on TV 17 is where you can see the Super Bowl this year from Phoenix, Arizona, Super Bowl 49. Now, if you want to see the segment on the Today Show, we understand that it did not air here on the West Coast because of breaking news with the terrorist situation in Paris. So we've gone ahead and uploaded that segment to our website. It's kerngoldenempire.com. You can log on there and check out the Today Show segment that aired today. And of course, stick with TV 17 over the next couple weeks. We'll be right here with the Boron Bobcats all the way to Phoenix. Live in Boron, Jason Galvin, 17 News. Frank Gifford's immense popularity stemmed from a Hall of Fame career on and off the field. But before he had the bright lights of Broadway in New York or the LA Coliseum in college, his career got kick-started right here at Griffith Field as a BHS driller. That BMW was found backed up to the subway on the night of the shooting. When Alderman's family arrived, they paid over $200 in fees to receive that vehicle, but then a detective told the family they could not pick the vehicle up. Rochelle, it's a phone call that has the potential to upend your life. It sounds like an IRS agent requesting thousands of dollars or threatening jail time. But these calls we're going to tell you about aren't legit. And enjoy the rest of the night. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Jim and Cheryl White live here on the red carpet. The premiere's supposed to start at 6:30. That's when everybody will get inside. Kevin Costner's a little farther down. Tammy, when Mark McCaslin first saw the show Lord of the Car Hordes, he knew the show was meant for him. It turns out Discovery Channel agreed, and now he's set to star in the second season premiere of the show with a new name, Rusted Development.
Jason, what can you tell us? I know that they still haven't had any word yet from the command post up there, right?
Yeah, that's right, Jim. Still no word from the Bakersfield Police Department or the Public Information Office, but what we do know is what you said. Just after 9 o'clock, there was apparently a chase. Following that chase, right here near the intersection of Mount Vernon and Mallview Road next to the East Hills Mall, there was an accident right behind me. That silver SUV crashed into the light post at the on-ramp for the 178 eastbound at Mount Vernon. Apparently, following that crash, there were shots fired by the Bakersfield Police Department. Well, Tammy, Spaceship Two uses a non-traditional hybrid rocket engine system, and today's fateful flight was the first featuring a new plastic-based fuel. Condors fans will have a chance to see some of America's top hockey talent, both at home and on the road, inside NHL arenas like this one. Mr. White wasn't just an educator. Although exclusively a middle school teacher here in McFarland, he started a cross-country program at McFarland High School. In a town that had only ever lost, Jim White set out to build a winner. The Diaz family would be his tools. Good evening, and thanks for joining us for this 17 News special. Just up the road is a family. and a coach who joined forces some 30 years ago and reshaped a city forever. In a town known for farming and an increasing gang problem, a group of high school runners defied the odds to become national phenomenons. It's a story so inspiring, so hard to believe, the world's most recognizable film company made a movie about it. This is McFarland's Family of Champions.
For more than 60 years, Kern County has been the premier destination for stock car fans here in California. Now a new event is looking to put a local track on the national map. 17's Jason Galvin joins us live from the Kern County Raceway Park. There's already plenty of action. You can hear it right there on the track, Jason.
Yeah, guys, you can hear them, and I'm sure you can see them behind me, too. The first practice session for the inaugural Winter Showdown is drawing to a close here at Kern County Raceway Park. It's an event only 8 months in the making, but it hopes to leave an everlasting mark on our community. Engines roared to life for the first time Thursday afternoon to practice for an event some are calling the biggest in the nation.
You know, it's huge for California to see all these cars out here. I've never seen this. You know, you hear about it from the Snowball Derby and all the big events back east. So, and to have these guys come from the East Coast says a lot.
It's been a decade since the now defunct Mesa Marin's October Classic drew racers from around the country. East Coast stars like Dalton Sargent and Bubba Pollard heard about the Winter Showdown and couldn't resist.
It's 2,600 miles, so it takes us about 2 days to get here, run into some weather along the way.
I was super excited, you know. I heard that quite a few guys from the west from the east were going to be coming out here, and that it was a big race on the west, you know.
Drivers from 14 states and Canada made the trip to the western edge of Bakersfield for a chance to win $25,000.
When you have a big event that draws that national attention, draws the drivers in from all over the country, it really creates that spark and that momentum that sometimes, you know, carries for a long time.
And this is going to be like the new reopening of this place. To have a race this big with all the names, it's going to be great.
And great for the economy, too. More than 1,000 people have traveled to town for this race.
Events like this bring people to Bakersfield. This event, most of the teams are from out of town. Those people are staying in Bakersfield hotels. They're eating in Bakersfield restaurants.
Lyman doesn't yet know how much will be pumped into the economy, but he says money isn't everything.
Those from out of town will leave Bakersfield with a very positive impression. They will go back and tell others about a positive impression they had from Bakersfield, and that is priceless.
With all the focus on out-of-town stars, what would it mean for a local driver to win?
It would mean a lot. The drivers that have come here for this race, you know, are the best in the country, and to beat the best in the country at your home track would be definitely by far one of the neatest things, you know, neatest accomplishments a driver can ask for in his career.
Now, guys, the two-day event gets underway tomorrow with 3 qualifying races. Just 30 of the 50-plus drivers entered here this weekend will earn a chance to race for $25,000 in the 250-lap main event on Saturday night. Live at Kern County Raceway Park, Jason Galvin, 17 News. Last year, the NFL sent individual winners of its Together We Make Football contest to the Super Bowl. When Boron High School football coach Tim Seaman found out the competition was expanded this year to include teams and groups, he knew his Bobcats deserved a shot. And he wasn't the only one. Together, the Boron Bobcats make football.
In Boron, football is a way of life.
A way that could soon lead the Bobcats to the Super Bowl as part of the NFL's contest seeking to hear why football has changed people's lives.
These two guys' first time on a plane.
We're such an unheard of story. A town being this successful and being this productive at football for so many years is very unheard of for being a school of 130 kids.
Indeed, the Bobcats have an illustrious past with numerous league and state championships. All of this despite boasting the state's smallest football program with just 23 varsity players.
It's just a way of life growing up here. When you're a young boy growing up in Boron, you know you're going to be a Boron football player. That's just the way it is.
Their story is deserving of a movie script. In a town of roughly 2,200 people, 1 in every 5 lives below the poverty line.
Roughly 80% of the kids here get free lunch, qualify for free lunch. So Title I school. So yes, it's not the richest communities. We don't need fancy things. We don't need Mercedes-Benz, and all these nice stuff is we have football, and that's all we need out here.
College is more of a dream than a reality. The school has never produced a Division I football player.
Kids want to play college football, and they just end up doing something else.
Worse, not a single player on this year's team has ever attended a non-Boron football game. In Boron, you graduate high school, and then you go to work in the world's largest borax mine.
You know, I've grown up around here, so I'm kind of used to it, but it's definitely not ideal.
Football is the one distraction for this tiny mining town, but it's even a distraction for the coaches and players, a constant reminder of why they fight to persevere through unfair conditions.
You know, they're a little wobbly, but kind of just tighten it up there, and they still work. They're still weights. You can still use them, and so we do.
So how would it feel for a school this small to be rewarded on sport's grandest stage?
Oh, we'd be on cloud 9. That'd be so awesome. I can't even talk right now just thinking about it. That'd be so amazing.
A trip to the Super Bowl would mean the world to a town that has so little.
Super Bowl would mean everything to me. It'd mean everything to this town also. As it'd be a great experience for the whole team and players and coaches, I mean, it'd be even better for our community. Getting our name out there and getting our story told is amazing. People take great pride in what's going on here.
As they should. To vote for the Boron Bobcats, head to our website, kerngoldenempire.com. You can click on the hot link button. You can vote once per day per email address through Sunday, January 4th. And don't forget, you can catch the Super Bowl live right here on TV 17 on Sunday, February 1st.